Well, hello everyone. I'm Reverend Rob Banashak, aka the Spiritual Spinister. It's Wednesday evening. It's time for us to spin into stillness. And this is a time that I love each week because, like you, I get to take a break from the week and to assess where I am and to course correct if I need to. If I'm not where I need to be, can I go still? Can I get deep? Can I have a conversation with my deep self, with my higher self, with that inner voice that will share with me exactly what I need to know in order to become and be the person that I choose to be. So we do this together, which is why we do it each Wednesday night. And this allows us the opportunity to be in community, albeit online, but it is a community. It's our way of becoming connected. It's our way of realizing our oneness as well as our individuality. And we take a couple of steps when we meditate. We set an intention and then we draw a card. And the first part, that intention, is one that I like to do on a little slip of paper like this, little ticket. And that is just to write a couple of words down that sets the intention for what we want, expect, need, would like to have happen as a result of our meditating, taking the time, making the time to meditate, to be together, to ask a question of the energy out there and get the response, uh, that exact response that we need from the card, from the reading about the card, from the meditation itself. So I like to do them on little slips of paper because after we're done, I like to collect them. Or if we were in person, I would collect yours from you anonymously, of course, and then we would toss them into the flames. So we set that intention, and then once we meditate, we let it go. We free that intention. We release our attachment to the outcome of that intention, and we allow the universe to do what it needs to do to get us where we need, where we have expressed through our intention that we would like to be. So if you don't have a little slip of paper, that's fine. You can do it on your just hand write it on your hand, like mock write it. If you do write it down on a little slip of paper, fold it, put it in the palm of your hand, give it energy, apply everything that you can before we release it out into the universe. So let's go ahead and do that now. And of course, if you haven't hit like or subscribe, please do so now. Like this video, like and subscribe the page that you're watching it on. As a matter of fact, go ahead and like and subscribe both the YouTube channel as well as the Facebook page that I'm on, the Reverend Rob page, as well as the Spiritual Spinster pages, YouTube and Facebook, so that we can keep this community going. And of course, say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me know if you have anything to share, uh, because we want to keep this community going and thriving each week. So Now, since we are not in person together, though we are in person, or we are together online, I am going to act as if we were in person. And rather than collect each of your individual intentions, I'm going to create a proxy ticket. The words everyone's intentions on there. And that way, this will serve as the proxy for as if you had brought yours up to me directly and I tossed it into the flames as if we were in person. So everyone's intentions gets the representation here, and then we will toss it into the flames as if they were all tossed in together. In the meantime, I add energy to it just by having them sit with me. It's time for step two. Step two, drawing the card. Oracle card, the Star Codes Astro deck. I love this deck, as many of you know. And this deck is simple, but it's also insightful. And we still haven't gone through each of the cards yet. I think there are 56 cards in this deck. I'm open to new decks, but I haven't gotten one or seen one that I'm like as much for this particular event. But if we do, we'll start on it. But in the meantime, I still continue to get something from this deck to learn something from its messages and to gain a little more insight each week to some of these cards. Some of them we've drawn before, some of them hopefully we'll be drawing a new one tonight. But I really do love this deck, and you do not have to be into any sort of mysticism in order to work with the cards. You can think of the if you're not into the mysticism of the cards, you certainly can think of the cards as a creative prompt. So it's going to give you a word, it's going to give you a theme. We're going to learn more about the card and some deeper suggestions and insights from this book. And those are all just creative prompts. You've set an intention, and your card that we draw will be one card for all of us. And that is your way of perhaps expanding your perspective on that insight or on that intention, on that question that you may have had, or on that declaration you might have made about what you would like from your meditation experience tonight or whenever you're watching this recording. So I shuffle and remind everybody that we may draw a card that we have had in the past, in the immediate past, or long ago. I do shuffle the cards each week, so just know that that is literally the luck of the draw. And if we get a repeat card, that just means we need to either apply it to our very specific intention for this evening, which will be different from last week's, or maybe there's a message in that card that we still have yet to address head on. So I think we're just about ready. Now, in the past, I have drawn from the top card because my idea was that you could see that I'm not reaching into the deck and pulling out a card on my own with my own intuition. But I've decided instead to just lift up the bottom card. You're seeing it when I see it. I'm not drawing a card. I'm not grabbing two cards at one time by accident. You're just going to see that bottom card, which is all of our cards for tonight, which is Jupiter is tonight's card. The theme is abundance. Jupiter, abundance. I love it. I think we've had it, but it's been a long time, and I certainly welcome any reminder of my own, your own abundance. So I'm going to put this card in its little slot, and we're going to look at it together as I read more about it. There it is, Jupiter, abundance. It's a gorgeous card. We can see that we've got that planet, we've got Jupiter, the planet, and we've got a cornucopia, like a big Thanksgiving cornucopia filled with an abundance of fruits and other goodies. And yeah, let's see what else we can find out about Jupiter and abundance. Now, you're going to also want to think about how this is applying to your intention as I read. But in the meantime, take a look at the artwork. Does that resonate with you and the intention that you've set? Think about that intention, take a look at it again. And then as I read, see how it's applying. Now, don't fall into the trap of deciding if this card applies to your intention. Your work this evening is to figure out how it applies to your intention. And perhaps your meditation, your discussion with your inner voice may lead you to figuring that out, or it may take going into this evening or tomorrow or throughout this week to really reflect on how your intention and this card informs that intention or informs you moving a step on the journey to reaching that intention. So 20. Oh, and I turned right. I turned right to it, guys. I turned right to the page. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Jupiter. Abundance is the theme. Jupiter symbolizes how we expand our world through education, law, philosophy, travel, abundance, and an expansive spirit. Jupiter, the traditional ruler of Sagittarius and Pisces, is a huge gas giant, 2.5 times the volume of all other planets put together. It takes 12 years to circle the zodiac, spending roughly 1 year in each sign. Named for the ruler of all the gods and surrounded by 79 known moons, Jupiter never does anything in small proportions. So it's time to think big, everyone. The action of this card, think bigger. This scenario requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair, and philosophical way. Think globally. Bring in contributions from all around the world. Consider traveling physically or traveling with your senses by listening to music from a less familiar culture or tasting their food. Talk to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. Diversify your perspective and that of your team to discover the missing pieces needed to make up a larger whole. Engage in abundant optimism. Get the word out through generosity. Give abundantly and goodwill comes back to you. Invest in education, publication, and broadcasting. Just be careful that your generosity is actually helping the recipient, not enabling or burdening them. Ask what would really help. Jupiter's energy needs a big room and an audience, but it can overshadow important people in more intimate circumstances. Watch that your expansive capacity does not cramp the experimentation of beginners or crowd-beloved introverts. Notice where you might overwhelm the people you love and give them room for their more subtle style. If you are the one being so overwhelmed, appreciate your own value, expand in ways that work for you, and let the person with Jupiter energy do their thing. The challenge of this card, Jupiter can bring too much of a good thing or leave people feeling overwhelmed. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance of problems. The gift of this card, give and you shall receive. Jupiter calls you to expand your worldview. So reach out and feel at one with the whole universe. So there's a lot going on in this card, but expansive thinking, expansive living, and courageously and expansively thinking of where we might go out of our comfort zone to learn more about ourselves and to help others that might be just beyond our comfort zone that need us and need who we are. So that's exciting. And I know I don't go out of my comfort zone much or haven't lately. And I think this is a sign to continue to think in that expansion, to think that going beyond my comfort zone could lead to my own personal abundance and the abundance of everyone around me. So let's think about this. Let's meditate on it. Let's go deep. So we're going to relax our bodies. We're going to allow our bodies to kind of hold space here on the earth plane while we and our imagination drift into the ethereal space and deep within ourselves to have a little discussion, a little communication, however that looks, with our deep self, with the language that only we speak with that deep self. So we want our bodies to be relaxed. We want our bodies to be full of tension. Let's just shake those shoulders, raise them and lower them. Just give yourself a little shaking around. Just release the tensions from the day as we begin to relax. Shake out your hands. Shake out the body, and let's begin to relax as we settle into our space, wherever that is, that personal space. And so while we continue to relax, we're releasing tension, we're releasing pain, and we are invoking relaxation. We are invoking peace. We are invoking serenity in our bodies and our spirit and our mind. So let's breathe deeply by inhaling through our nose, really getting it down deep, holding for a moment, and then exhaling slowly. Let's breathe in again and hold and exhale slowly and hold. And one last time together. You can allow your eyes to flutter closed. Inhale and hold and exhale. And hold and allow your eyes to flutter closed. And the card remains up there for you to check out if you need to. Even if your eyes are closed, you can open them slightly. As we continue to breathe deeply and with intention, and as we do, we've shaken tensions out of our body, we've shaken tensions out of our mind, we've left ourselves open and blank. Breathing in and out. If we begin to wander or drift, just focus on that breath, breathing in and breathing out. With our eyes closed here, let us allow ourselves to find that space in our imagination the space in our minds without a body that is just our essence. this space we can go anywhere and be anything and anyone and any way we choose to be. And in this space where we feel so safe being together, so safe with our own thoughts, let's reflect on the intention that we've set. And let's think about a place or a way that we have been thinking of or addressing this intention, or we're going to address this intention. Let's think about how perhaps that way of starting down the road of reaching that intention might be a little safe, a little limited. Maybe our intention itself we can think bigger about. But let's think about a way that we can expand our perspective to move at least one more step or another step toward reaching that intention. An expansive way that we know that we can actually do. We want to think bigger, but we also want to think what we know we will and can do. And let's think of that expansive thinking as being a force field around that situation that is beyond the situation, like a veil or a coating. And so that there's space between that intention that we've set and that expansive thought, like a crack or crevice in a wall. And now let us imagine ourselves, our essence, becoming like foam that gets injected into that crevice between the intention and the expansive thinking. However we choose to feel or experience that colored foam, as a color or frothy or like whipped cream, just imagine ourselves, that essence, filling in the cracks and crevices, creating a bond between that intention and that expansive thinking about that intention. The intersection, the bonding, adhesive is us, our essence. And as we fill in those cracks with our essence that is foam, a beautiful colored iridescent foam, a bond begins to solidify. And as it solidifies, we find ourselves getting bigger, growing expansively, more and more. This beautiful three-part bond of intention and our essence and that expansive thinking out of our comfort zone keeps growing and growing beyond us, so that whatever intention that we have stated and however expansively we have chosen to widen our perspective, this touches beyond us. It touches our community, the souls of those around us in our orbit. And we realize that we ourselves are Jupiter, that gas giant, taking our space, claiming ourselves, claiming our role in our own expansion, while also being very aware of others' expansion with us and how we are impacting that expansion. And just allow the tones to take you to a deeper place where you can confirm and affirm and just communicate with your deep self, with the divine me that is within all of us. Just share a few moments with that divinity in you, that divinity in me that is everywhere. See what you hear or feel or experience in that discussion, in that communication. wonderful chat with ourselves, with that divine me. We're ready to return to our bodies with abundance filling us. Abundance that we both receive and share. Thanks to Jupiter. So let's imagine ourselves slowly drifting back into our physical selves. Find that breath that has kept you moving and going. And as you find that breath, you feel your body again. Feel yourself re-enter. And take hold of your body, filling every crack and crevice of your body with your animated presence. From your toes all the way up through your torso and shoulders and arms, up through your neck and face and crown. You feel yourself animated. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. And we can take some deep, quick breaths together. Inhale and exhale quickly. And on that last breath, let's open our eyes together. And welcome back. I'm thrilled that you made the journey this evening on this hot, almost summer's night. You've chosen to be here. You've chosen to have a discussion with you. And you've chosen to have that with all of us present. So, again, if you haven't liked this video, please do so now. Please subscribe to the Facebook channel or the YouTube channel and leave a comment. Please let me know you're here. And, let me know what you think about what we did tonight or what we did last week or how you might be thinking about this. Maybe something that might help others get into the meditative part of this. Whatever. Let's keep the community going and thriving. And I did, as I often do, forget to burn these with everyone. I did burn them as I do each week, but I did it after I signed off. So I apologize for that, but we're here tonight. I'm going to burn mine first, and then I'm going to throw in everyone's intentions as if we had thrown the rest of them in together. And one goes in. And ashes to ashes, we have set that intention. And then we've set it free. We've allowed it to become what it needs to. And that is us for Wednesday night, May 20th, or whenever you are enjoying this meditation experience. I love you all very much. Kathleen and Sue on Zoom, I love you so much. Thank you for being here as always. Let's see if anybody else is around. And again, on Facebook especially, I may miss you as I often do miss many. And if I do, please forgive me. You can still leave a comment. You can still contribute to a discussion. That's always appreciated. Always happy about that. Contribute to a discussion. That's always appreciated. Always happy about that. I contribute to a discussion. That's always appreciated. Always happy about that. I contribute to a discussion. That's always appreciated. There's Ria, I love you. Thank you for being here. I see. I contribute to a discussion. And always appreciated. Ria, I love you. Thank you for being here. I see. I contribute to a discussion. And always appreciated. Ria, I love you. Thank you for being here. I see. I contribute to a discussion. So I think that's it for tonight. Can't turn off my sound. So That's it for tonight. Can't turn up my sounds. There we go. So that's it. Please enjoy this evening. Be glorious. And remember, this is a difficult time for many of us. We need to be able to dig deep for our own peace, find that peace within ourselves. This is why we're here each Wednesday, so that we can have that discussion with our deep self, so that we can remind ourselves, so that our deep self can remind us here in the earth plane that we must have peace within ourselves if we expect to have peace with other people. We must be able to love ourselves, have compassion for ourselves, forgive ourselves, and then to share that forgiveness. That is part of the abundance that exists within. Let us realize how abundant we are, and let us share what we have, because we receive as we share, which is a beautiful thing, and it makes us glorious beings. So go out there, be glorious. Let peace begin with me. And I will meet you back here next week, same time, same channels. Have a beautiful evening, morning, day, whenever you have witnessed and experienced this meditation.